How to make old car reliable? And first question will be: are you change your oil every 5,000 of miles? And probably 3,000 of miles for conventional oil. Patrick's Garage. Grab your snack, welcome back. And yes, from here will be question: which car more reliable? And answer will be really obvious. This car which you take care of. Probably will be better to have a reliable car and take care of it. Yes, old car, 10 years old, 20 years old, 30, 40, and even 50 years old. You know, my cars, 50 years old. My car one from 1969, from 1972, my green color car, and they really reliable. And how you want to achieve the reliable condition of your car. And first, this car should be good built car. You know, this car should be reliable from the start when it goes from the factory. You know, now you can't find reliable cars just rolling piles of junk. You know, you can see on the roads. But yes, in olden days was high quality control. And if you was lucky enough and you can find this one of these reliable old cars, you can take this car immediately and you want to replace these parts which was worn during this process of using car. 50 years old car, what do you expect from these cars? Yes, a lot of parts will be worn, but you want to replace these parts. So you want to achieve a really reliable condition of car. And how you want to achieve this condition of car? You want to check your frame, your engine, and yes, now you know modern cars. Just for better gas mileage, first of all, they frame and body welded together. But in olden days, yes, cars was with not so perfect gas mileage. Let's say so about them. But you have a lot of another benefits from old car: reliability, good quality control, which was done 50 years ago. And yes, if you take care of your car, it can last forever. Your old car from 60s. You want to change oil filters, oil filter, air filter. You want to change all these things and you want to find this appropriate oil. You know, flat tappets require more zinc. This oil car will be reliable if you want to change oil every 5,000 miles or 3,000 miles if you're using simple average oil, not synthetic oil. If you want to use synthetic oil, yes, probably 5,000 miles will be enough. Not as they say 10,000. But they don't care about your car, I think, just because of that, they're saying so. It behooves an owner working on this car to replace all these things in proper time. And yes, all car really will be a really reliable car if you want to check all these things under the hood. You open the hood and you're looking more closely for these horses, you know, these connections, this condition, cooling system, really important thing, cooling system. You want to check your cooling system with pressure, and you want to check your ignition system, ignition wires, ignition parts. So you want to check with multimeter, will be enough to check ignition system with multimeter. And you want to check gap in contact system. You want to check advance. You want to check these gaps. valves, caps, and a lot of things like that. You want to check these things, and you'll be sure that's all okay and all gonna be okay. And you want to get that way really reliable old car if you know, if you're sure that was all was done, all was checked by own hands, and you checked this personally, and you don't want to trust these clowns. They don't care about your car. Yes, you want to take advices from mechanics, which I'm doing. I'm also want to asking them something which I think that not good, and I want to pay attention to these things, and I want to have any advices from mechanics, but they really don't care. But yes, they want to do the things correctly, probably they want to earn money. And this aspect, they want to earn money. Just think about that. You want to pay for mechanics. Yes, probably you lucky guy, and they can do all things correctly, and you will be a happy driver with your car. But will be better to check all these things, or at least be near the car during all this process of repair, I think. Who knows? We can trust people in our days. You really can make your old car reliable if you buying high quality spare parts. They was installed correctly, adjusted correctly. Carburetor should be adjusted correctly. Yes, they afraid carburetors. Yes, modern mechanics afraid carburetors. They don't know how to adjust carburetor. This can be done from experience. But they prefer computer with a lot of these sensors they can plug in, and they want to read all these faults will be their digital tools. They want to check what wrong, and probably they can guess what wrong inside the engine, what worn. Especially this will be good when computer good. Brain never going to admit that something wrong inside the brain. Yes, sensor can be replaced, all these gauges can be replaced, but who knows in which condition brain never going to admit that something wrong inside. So I prefer old stuff. I'm big proponent from these things. I prefer to using old cars until their wheels fall apart. So today we prove that you really can using your old car and make this car really reliable if all will be done under your own control. You want to check spare parts, you want to check what they doing, you want to see what mechanics doing with your car during this process, or you can hire this manager which will tracing or on this process which was done with your car, or this process of restoration. Yes, old car can be reliable if you check this car completely. You want to be sure that this car really reliable. Now, if you really like my videos, please share it with your friends. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell, so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about car repairing.